right, why don't we play some of this American Idol audio before we get Ralphie May in here?
The show, fourth season?
I guess. I mean, I'll watch the next few days and then I'm done with the show. Simple as that.
I'm one of those that watch the whole thing.
I like looking at the train wrecks. I like the freak shows.
Yeah.
And this is all freak show stuff in the beginning.
The auditions.
A lot of people that are very delusional. Mm-hmm. And then you got Simon that, oh wow, he's going to trash everyone. I get it now.
He's insulting people.
The first season when you didn't know what he was about, you're like, oh wow, look at this guy.
Guy's brutal.
Yeah, blatantly honest. But now it's getting old fast. Of course he's going to not like any of them.
Yeah.
When he starts trashing rappers, I'll have respect for him. When he can sit in a room with two young kids from a ghetto, who are probably packing, when you can say that you stink, to some kid from Newark or Compton, then I'll have some respect for you.
That's true.
But as long as you're just picking your easy targets, you're a fucking one-trick bore. We get it. Mean Simon, get out of his way. This stupid quaff faggoty haircut.
You said Simon. I was scared that you were talking about me there for a second.
No. No, because you're weird. You'll say it to somebody. It doesn't matter who they are.
I don't go for just easy targets.
No, I know you don't. It'll make people uncomfortable. You'll say it.
All right. Okay, so here's the first clip. I was looking up at the TV. Are men smarter than women? They're wasting their time talking about that today. Okay, so I don't even know what. Okay, this is some chicks singing the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah, that was a biggie. A lot of people singing the Star Spangled Banner, God Bless America, and patriotic songs, and just an abortion.
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
She is not even close to being on key. Isn't that horrid? That isn't even bursting the air.
Gave through to the night.
And they're just staring at her in disbelief.
Way? Just like Whitney Houston at the Super Bowl. Oh.
Makes me want to move to Phuket.
What did she call Way?
She just said Way, yeah.
Wait, what was she supposed to... None of us know.
Oh, Jose does that Star Spangled Banner, yet Way. Yet Way.
How bad was that?
She thought she was good.
Why don't
they give so much emotion, like they see what people do on television, what entertainers do, and how they're supposed to move and look all dramatic, or like move their mouth all weird when they do that blah, 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 blah thing, and their lips are moving like Liza or something.
Why don't we have all that? Why don't we have the judges' comments after that? I mean, they would have had some great things to say there.
Yep.
Steve. All right, go check with Steve. See if we got judges' comments.
Go get that cozy sissy.
Here's the next one. We got
sweet face staring into the monitor.
We have a guy singing "You Raise Me Up."
You raise me up so I can stand on a mountain. You raise me up to stand on stormy rain. I am strong.
Oh, we need the judges' comments here, though.
Yeah, it kind of ends right there, and I want to hear, that was awful. That could be the worst singing I've ever hood.
It's become sticky, though. I think people who
Yeah.
are bad go on purpose because they know they want to get on.
Yeah, I've seen those, but some of these people know. They look so sincere.
Well,
They so think they're stars.
Yeah, and then there is a group of people that are trying to become the next, quote, William Hung.
William Hung.
They see that it worked out for him.
Did he
What
know he was
happened?
awful, by the way, or was he really?
I think, no.
No, that's why it worked so well. He
Yep.
really, truly thought he was really good, and that's where it worked.
You know who the first guy was, though, who didn't have a publicist like William Hung has, I guess? Remember the guy from the first one? Like a virgin. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
He was like the worst ever, but he wasn't able to capitalize on that. Wasn't able to parlay that into a little career.
Well, it was the
like
whole
William
look
Hung.
of William Hung and all that. He looked just innocent and stupid,
Yeah.
and he didn't really know that he was bad.
Shit-bang! With that barbed wire
He has
mouth
the
he had.
whole world goofing on him, and he still has no idea.
Yeah.
But now he doesn't care because he's making a good living out of it.
Well,
for
he's
now.
retarded, and you can never tell with the Asians because the hairdo is the same for every one of them. Not to knock the Asians. We have a lot of Asian listeners. I understand there are 2 in Portland.
Here's a awful fat chick. Where's the judge's comments, Eric?
That was from the beginning of the show. There was none. It just shows a
What?
shot of there was no judge's comments.
Like a montage?
At the beginning, right after she finished, they're just sitting there like in utter shock, and then it cuts to something else.
Aha.
I'll tell you, the kid had an answer.
All right. Do we have any judges' comments on here?
On that first disc?
Yeah, not
No,
really.
that's just the singing. If you want the judges.
Steve, why don't you go stand by some poor homeless people?
and warm them
Just
up?
warm them up with that hat. Look at that thing.
That's the one we got him when we went to
yeah.
Cleveland.
Yeah, this is the Cleveland hat.
That's
This
a
is
good
the-
one. It's
that's
got
what it is.
flames and it says rock on it.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I'd like to find a generic one, but so far no luck.
What's the generic one with no word?
Yeah, I don't like the wording, but apparently they don't make them.
It's fine, dude.
We could find somebody to make you a flame hat that has no writing on it.
Thank you.
America, America, God shed His grace on me and crown the good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
What the hell is she thinking? I'm flabbergasted that these people don't hear themselves. Do they hear people that can sing? Do they actually listen to the radio? They have to, because they all seem to be into music.
What if it's just a setup, though?
What do you mean?
What if it's just a setup where, the producers of the show are just going out there and, finding these really, really awful singers for our entertainment value?
But you can tell, because you know why? Because they're not that good at acting. You would have to be a great actor to then leave that room and burst into tears and sincerely say, oh my God, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm great.
Yeah.
I deserve to be on this show. And they told me I've been singing my whole life, blah, blah, blah. Truth is, do they hear themselves at all? You listen to the radio, you listen to people's professionals sing, and you go, wow, that person has talent. And then you get on. Does the sound go from their mouths into their ear? Will they then hear, wow, that's really awful? I guess not.
And they're too dumb to be fake. Some of them, you're right, because if they were faking, they'd be so over the top bad.
Yeah, you can always tell when
because they
people
wouldn't
are-
understand the ironic
Yeah.
part about being a little bit awful.
yeah.
But I'm great. Why are you denying me? Rachel.
All right, well, now we got the fat chick crying.
I'm crying because, you know what? Not one of them said I could sing. Not one of them said I could sing.
That's terrific.
I can sing. I wouldn't have made it this far. I wouldn't come here.
Yeah.
I'm not like the stupid idiots who come here and want to sing.
No, you are.
I'm one of the good people that they cut.
No,
They have to cut some good people.
No.
They searched you out to make fun of you on national TV, you dummy.
I'm not like one of those idiots that come and can't sing.
You don't
and-
think there's producers out there that are just, their whole job is to find the worst singers
Yeah.
and then parade them in front of the judges? They're not going to
course.
get the mediocre people that are, well, they could sing a little bit, but they're not that good. That's boring TV.
Right.
They got producers that their whole job is to just go all over America finding the worst singers possible and then drag these losers in front of the judges. That's
Yep.
what they do. That's why we sit home and watch this crap.
And you were it. She was wearing some black, it looked like a cocktail dress or something. She gets up there and just disheveled. She looks awful. They were commenting on how banged up and scarred up her arms were. She was a mess.
I feel bad. I know it's weird, but I feel bad because again they're skewering people.
I don't mind it.
I
love it.
But they're nobodies. And again, you want to skewer somebody? Skewer Paris Hilton or skewer Anna Nicole Smith or skewer somebody that's making you money. I just hate the way they go after these nobodies who feel good about the one thing they can do. And she's not a good singer.
Yeah,
and she annoys people at
but
parties.
You know what? Unless you're completely insane, you know what you're getting into.
I understand that.
Right? You know that there's a risk that these guys are going to just rip you apart.
Understandable. It just bothers me on another level. I just hate the cowardice and the fact that they won't go after people that are truly celebrities that deserve none of their celebrity.
Yeah. Well, that's what this show's all about, though.
I know.
You drag these people up there, they're delusional, and then you crack their little dreams and hopes right in front of a huge audience.
Like, sit Paris Hilton down and for real do an interview and say, well, you're a pig who has sex on camera, you're a spoiled twat. Why are you a celebrity? Ask it for real. That's just, it bugs me. It's always annoyed me when they don't go after people like that. They go after these nobodies. It's easy.
Well, you did a great job going after Al Franken last week.
I like Al Franken. I'm open about liking Al Franken.
We're a little different than yours, though.
Exactly, and I'm fine with that.
Here's a black guy that sings Tony Braxton.
I thought some mean stuff.
Oh, this guy's awful. This guy actually said he was cousins with Tony Braxton because his last name is Braxton.
Yeah.
And he, like, flaming. And he thought, he really, really thought he was good and thought he was going to go, all the way.
He wasn't, by the way, you know whose cousin he is? He's actually Joe Braxton's cousin. That's Pryor's character in Busted Loose.
Wow.
Oh, my God. Obscure reference of the day. Bravo.
How could an angel break my heart? Why didn't she catch my falling star? I wish I didn't wish so hard.
Nat King Cole and Eddie Vedder have a kid.
How could an angel break my heart? Oh, heart. Oh, yeah.
And Elvis?
Oh, my suffering.
They're laughing at him.
Dying is crying. I'm trying.
When the judges laugh, give it up.
Okay, great.
When the judges are laughing at you, stop singing and walk away. And maybe it will be so anticlimactic that they won't air it.
Right.
And you won't be the huge buffoon.
Well, they rejected him, and I think this is what he had to say out in the hallway.
Yeah.
Miss Paula, I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be singing English, and I'm going to be singing Spanish. I'm bilingual, yes. Well, and I don't know what race you are. And Simon, I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to be doing it, and I'm going to be doing it because I'm going to be representing you. Randy, you don't even matter. I mean, what have you done? You haven't even been in the industry. What if you produced a couple of songs with Tony Braxton and Mariah Carey? Wow. And Sugar Ray, whatever your name is, One Hit Wonder. Have you ever sang a note? Do you know what that is? I don't think you do. But guess what? My album's going to be multi-platinum. Not just one like you, but many of them. And Paula, not just 3, but actually 8. So anyway, that's going to be my future, and you just wish you could be as fabulous as me.
I love that they crushed this guy. I
Yeah.
love that they crushed him right there, live, or whatever,
He's an
on
ass.
television. I love that they crushed his dreams. And then he's got a rag on people that are successful in the industry.
Well, Paul Abdul, you got to respect this. I don't even know what race you are. That's a pretty funny line.
All right, I'll give him that.
And Mark McGrath, One Hit Wonder. That's another good one.
One hit wonder. The guy has more money
course.
pouring in.
Yeah, he's got all sorts of things going on in his
But that
career.
still bothers you. Believe me, that bothered him. And
Yeah.
he's sitting there going, who cares? It bugged him a little because he did have one song, and he kissed up to heaven in the pool.
Mean Machine. Yeah, that one.
Mean Machine. Exactly. One Hit Wonder. What
No,
are you talking
that was a bunch
That
of
was huge.
black transvestites singing that in The Longest Yard.
Mean Machine.
All right, the grand finale. Then I'm glad I stayed up till the end of this thing, and they have this chick, Mary Roach,
Mary Roach, another one who just thinks she's great.
who has
Destin.
who has a split personality at the least. There may be 3 or 4 people living in her head.
Split personality and a split in the crotch of her pants. She
Ooh.
had the biggest camel toe. Oh, but no, her body was awful.
What'd she look like?
she had a real, like, dumpy hips, but she turned sideways and a completely flat ass and this camel toe.
Oh, God, if anybody can get that to Steve, I want to see that. I love camel toe.
You don't want to see this one.
Oh, yes, I do.
I don't
awful.
think so.
Doesn't matter. Sometimes camel toe can be really hot. It can look like plump and lovely and young, and then there's other times where it just looks like a split, an awful, like I had 4 kids split. That can be kind of awful.
Yeah. No, I didn't dig it. You could look, judge for yourself, but this one's just delusional, though. She thinks she's great.
Yeah, we got
going all the way.
I think this is her talking about her vocal style.
Oh.
I think I have a very unique vocal style. It's like pop rock meets Broadway meets jazz and R&B. A very unique combination of all the three. At least that's how I would describe it.
Pop meets R&B meets Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Horrid.
All right, and here's her singing the first time.
I feel the earth move, fall on my feet. I feel the sky come falling down. I feel my heart start trembling when that falls sharp around. Oh, baby, when I see your size, mellow as the month of May. Oh, darling, I can't stand it when you look at me that way. I feel the earth move, fall on my feet. I feel the sky come falling down. I feel my heart.
The sky would tumble down on her head in the form of a safe.
She sounds like Aaron Neville with a pit bull eating his balls.
I tenderly call my name. I know that my emotions, something I can't contain. I feel my heart.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
They trashed her. I hope we have that audio. All right, well, let's go to the next track here.
Somebody go in there.
Would you like me to sing like myself? I have a ton of different voices.
Right. Well, what were those?
You don't want to hear them.
You have a lot of voices, huh?
In your head.
In your head? Are they talking all the time?
Yeah, I think so.
What are they saying now?
They're saying, I didn't know the judges on American Idol would actually think I was terrible. They were also saying, Mark McGrath is a hottie.
She sounds like Kathy Bates from Misery. You hear that in the voice?
She's trying to sound like the crazy chick. Like maybe they'll think, well, oh, she'll give us good TV.
But I think she was crazy.
Oh, really? Was she?
Yeah, no, this one was crazy.
Okay.
No, there was no
crazy.
I
don't think she could legally sign the waiver to be on the show. Crazy.
It's too bad because there was more of an exchange between her and the judges. I mean,
yes.
It was priceless.
She started screaming and crying at him and stuff.
Well, we got then they reject her, but there was more interaction between her and the judges, and then she's in the hall and she just loses her mind. Listen to this. Hold on.
We'll hold.
Pot it up.
Sorry about that. Come on.
I'm never going to pursue my singing career again. Ever. I'm going to just go to beauty school, style hair, because that's what I'm good at. I'm not going to lose. I am not going to lose it no matter what I do. I am not going to lose it. I am not going to start crying. I've heard from many, many, many different people that I have an amazing voice. All my friends have told me that I had an amazing voice. Random people I don't know have told me that I can really sing. So, all that would tell me that they're wrong. But still, the fact that they said that doesn't make me want to pursue any kind of singing career, not unless I'm going to be a lead singer in a rock band.
What? You know who told her she could sing all these years? Guys who were just doing it to shut her up. She's probably like, she would sing and they would say, oh, you're pretty good. And she'd go, really? And they'd go, yeah. As their hand was wrapping into her hair, pushing it down.
Yeah, no one's going to tell her that she's a bad singer.
Maybe she's in the car.
Skull.
She's in the car and she's singing along with the radio and you go, well, you got a good voice. Just hoping for a little later.
Because you know she wants you to say that. That's why she's doing it.
And then the producers, because they have to exploit her a little more, they're like, oh, you really believe you could sing? Well, why don't you sing another one for us in the hallway here? And she came up with this.
I know I gave you your freedom, but I still feel tied. You said you never hurt me, but you know you lied. Said we weren't right, you insist that we were wrong. Why didn't you realize sooner before you let me on? Why was I left with nothing but remains of my empty shell? Hung on to you as time. hide as I could. Now I'm burning in my personal hell.
Where's a wall of water when you need one?
That song should be followed by a swept away Loation boy.
Wow, that was really awful. And the faces, you can't really appreciate just the.
Steve, what do you got?
This is
Just
the
the
extended
audio.
exchange of Mary Roach getting rejected.
Yeah.
You can't just appreciate the audio of that last song because the faces she was making when she was singing, priceless.
Yeah, here's the extended exchange. It's a little better.
How do you think you did?
Not too shabby.
Marks out of 10?
Like, out of a 1 to 10 scale, how do you think I did? 8.
All right, Mary.
Metric.
Honestly, one of the worst I've ever heard in my life.
The worst?
Yeah, honestly.
Are you just saying that to get on my nerves, or are you totally serious? Because something tells me that I think you're saying it to annoy me.
But what made you audition for this competition?
All my friends told me that I was an awesome singer.
What? Mary, you
awesome.
can't sing a note. I mean, not only can you not sing a note in tune, you have one of the weirdest voices I've ever heard in my life.
Well, weirdness is originality, too.
Well, yes. Good point.
Well, you know, at least I'm not going to walk out of here crying like some people do.
No, I don't want you to,
I'm
Mary.
going to walk
I
out
mean,
here being like, hey, whatever.
yes.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever.
There you have
And
it.
she walked out crying.
Good job on the extended audio, Mr. Joshua.
Mr. Joshua?
His stupid hair.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, so there you have
Very
it.
good.
I really want to see him having his ass karate kicked on a lawn in the rain. Hold a lighter under his big dumb arm. He'd like that too, wouldn't he? Just like Mr. Joshua, a little flame on the arm.
Wincing a little bit.